Ooh, that's mommy's good stuff. That's mommy's good stuff. Hi, baby girl. Oh, you're so precious. Little Princess Elsa. Little Princess Elsa. Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is not only a really fun topic, I have chosen some limited edition things that they need to bring back. So we're going to talk about them, and maybe some companies will discover this video and remake those things so you can go out and buy them if you were like me and have a few regrets. I'm also going to be sharing some things that were limited edition that I'm still angry that I did not purchase, and I hope that they re-release these items that I'm going to speak of. So yes, first of all, my lighting, it is on point. I changed out my lighting back there, figuring things out. I actually have my clothes are not closed. Well, my clothes are on, but they're closed. She, she's feeling a little better. You might see a lot of her in this video because she's starting to become one with the family, and her personality's coming out, so she might be in a lot of videos. Hopefully she won't be too distracting. If she gets a little crazy, we might have to kick her out. But this video is a celebration of my lighting being on point. Pour yourself a glass of wine. I have done that, and I wanted to share this wine with you anyways. So this is a bonus video this week because I wanted to put this video up before all the other videos that go up tomorrow and Saturday and then next week, because I filmed those prior to today. So I wanted to show you that yes, the lighting is going to get better for every video here on out, and just kind of say hi, give you a little update, and then of course talk about this stuff. So the wine I wanted to share with you, this is Monkey Bay. Isn't that cute? It's a Sauvignon from New Zealand. I love Sauvignon. Is that how you say it? Sauvignon. I say it right sometimes. Blancs. And the New Zealand ones are just so easy drinking, very fruit forward, so smooth, kind of light to medium body, just a porch rocking wine in my opinion. This is a wine you would have, bring some girlfriends over, even people that aren't super into wine or like really sweet things, try this because I personally think this is pretty sweet. So yes, here's what that looks like. It is adorable. Pour yourself a glass and let's get into this. Seriously, I'm so excited that my hair looks true to color, my shirt looks true to color, like everything just looks so good. For me, this is a huge victory because I really don't know what I'm doing, and I say that all the time, but I really feel that way. And I've read about it and all this stuff, and it's just like, I didn't take a class on lighting or camera operating or editing or anything, so my entire channel has been me stumbling around trying to figure out how to do something. So, you know, you have those little victories, you just get so excited. But anyways, I'm going to stop talking about it because to you it's probably annoying. But the first thing that I think Smashbox needs to make again, I don't know what that's all about, a huge hurrah, that was weird. The Smashbox Cherry Smoke Palette. It actually doesn't have the name or sticker or anything anywhere. It just looks like this. It's kind of got a cool little splash art, kind of like, do you remember when, this is sidetrack, but like years ago, like my mom did his room, and like throwing paint on the wall was the thing. So literally you would just buy paint and throw it on the wall, and that was like cool. That's what this reminds me of. Anyways, this was, I think, exclusive to Nordstrom, and the quality in these eyeshadows is impeccable. Of course, my favorite color is the cherry color because it looks phenomenal all over the lid. I like, okay, so here's my thing with Smashbox eyeshadows. These do not blend or feel anything like the full exposure palettes. So if you think Smashbox and you think full exposure palette, you can't do that with this. The correlation is not the same. These are like the those, here, let me grab it. Okay, so here's the Smashbox full exposure palette. This was a great idea. I just had a little bit of an issue with these sometimes blending them. I love the concept where you have the all matte and then you have like a shimmer and then some like almost glittery type shades. The color selection is gorgeous. It's really a phenomenal palette. I just don't think they executed the shadow quality to the point of this palette that I'm speaking of and this other one. So don't think about these shadows when you think about the Cherry Smoke palette. It's more like these shadows. This is the Smashbox Masterclass palette, color and contour. This was limited edition from last year. They do have one out I seen this year. I did not purchase it, but it's like the quality of these. I don't know why they make different shadow formulations. I don't know if they use different labs, but these are buttery and smooth and blend. I actually think, here's another thing you can add to that I wish they would bring back. Maybe in a different packaging, because this is kind of bulky and cumbersome. Great for actual makeup artists to travel with because it has the protector. It's just kind of cumbersome. But the color selection in here is great. All of these Eyeshadows are phenomenal. I don't think the blushes in here are as awesome, but the contour and the bronzer are great. The highlighter's kind of meh, but the eyeshadows in here are phenomenal. So this is a great palette. I'm really happy I bought this. This was limited edition. Smashbox, bring this back. But you really, really need to bring back the Cherry Smoke palette. Oh, this taupey color. It has a matte, like, cream shade, a matte burgundy shade, a matte dark, deep, smoky gray shade, a black. This color right here is phenomenal. It's like a taupey grayish color. And then the actual taupe color is just great. This performs so well. The colors in it are just great. My favorite is this one, that smoky, it's kind of like a smoky cherry color, hence the name. And then this taupey shade is just phenomenal. It's like a bronzy taupey color. I love it. All right, I'm going to stick with eyeshadows because I have quite a few palettes here. The next thing I want to talk about is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lavish palette. I believe this was the first palette she ever released. And I know you can buy singles now and create your own palette, but these were so affordable. Weren't these around like between $25 and $30 or something? Just absolutely a great price point. I love her shadows. I'm definitely a fan. I'm so happy that I purchased this palette. Now you can buy this pink sapphire color, but it's not the same. It's or pink something, pink ice or something. Maybe I'm thinking of a different color, but oh my gosh, orange soda, sienna, I know you can buy that one. Rum cake is a beautiful color. Like, bring this palette back, or maybe promote some of these same shades that were exclusive to the palettes. I just loved this. Now, I didn't love this kind of packaging, so I would prefer it. I mean, I love that it's slim and compact, but this is kind of, I don't know. I mean, you can make it this thin, but then just put a lid on it. You know what I mean? Instead of this. But I loved this. I wish I would have purchased the Amrezy palette that came out. And at the time, I was just trying to justify all my makeup spending by, you know. But the combination of those colors were just so beautiful, and I'm still kicking myself in the butt for not buying that one. Okay, I'm going to mention something I don't have now to kind of mix it up. Tom Ford Cream Shadow in Platinum. Who haven't you heard talk about that? And who hasn't said it's freaking phenomenal? And yeah, I was the girl that didn't buy it, and I'm mad. And so please re-release that Tom Ford. It was, I've heard nothing but great things. I've swatched my friends. The formula, it's like butter. It's like freaking butter. So soft, so smooth, blended out so well. When I used her, she's like, you should buy this. I'm like, I know, and then I never did. I have a couple cream shadows that I did buy from the drugstore that I think are great, and I wish Maybelline would re-promote. This is the Maybelline Color Tattoo number 100 Caramel Cool. I think this was a couple summers ago that this was released. This is stunning, stunning, stunning. A beautiful, like, coppery, amber sunset color. Now, I think there is a paint pot by MAC called Rubenesque that might be real similar to this. That would be an option for you. But this is beautiful. Is it not? Yes, it's gorgeous. They need to make this permanent, actually. I think that would be a great addition to their permanent line. Some of their permanent colors are like, you know, just like, you just want to use it all the time. This color, I mean, you would get a lot more use out of this than like a green or a purple or a really bright yellow gold color that they have in their permanent line. And then the other one is number 130 Black Orchid. This one on me is, my particular one here is kind of drying up, but this is such a gorgeous, smoky, purpley taupe color. Purpley taupe? Let me look at this. It's like a soft, oh, it's so pretty. Dusty, taupey, purpley color. Just beautiful. And look how great those two colors. I love purpley colors with like peach, basically. Purple and peach I love to pair together, so I guess you could describe these as purple and peach. This is another great one. I think they need to add this to the permanent line. I know they have my other favorite, which is Toughest Taupe, which is a great one. And don't they have another purpley one that's kind of, maybe not. But I love this one. I think they need to re-promote Black Orchid. Okay, Cargo. You don't hear a ton about Cargo, and they do release, you know, like seasonal limited edition palettes and whatnot. And I have actually like 3 Cargo palettes, but this one is so great. I think they need to re-promote this for fall 2016. I don't know what they have coming up, but this is the Vintage Escape Eye palette from Cargo. These are super affordable too. I want to say these are around like that $30 mark, which I think is great because it came with a brush, which I don't care about because I don't usually use those types of brushes anyways. I like my natural haired brushes, but it came with a brush and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 eyeshadows. Look how beautiful those are. I love the mix of colors in here. You get a great matte cream shade, this hot cocoa shade is a matte, nice transition shade. Then you have this warm matte peach shade. This crisp color is beautiful all over the lid. You get like a taupey color, a pinky color, a bronze, a beautiful moss green. This rustic color has a bit of warmth to it, a deep chocolate, a black matte, and this blue color, this slate gray blue. You don't see this a lot in palettes. The formula on these guys is just impeccable. Really a beautiful palette. I'm definitely going to be digging out this fall, but I think this, you know, it screams fall. It has the fall names like Cuddle and Hot Cocoa, Autumn, Withered Leaves, Cinnamon, such cute names. Overall, I think Cargo did a fantastic job with this palette, and I wish they would re-release it because it is just beautiful. The next thing was totally limited edition. It was a total and utter release fail. It was the epitome of frustration for a lot of people who were trying to get their hands on it. It is the Lorac Mega Pro palette. I personally love this palette. The color selection in it is so me. I love that it has mattes, that it has shimmers. I hated how they did this. If you can remember, it was like released and it sold out in a few seconds, and then they like did a second run of it, and I don't remember all the ifs, ands, or buts. I believe I got this on the first release because I was like waiting by the computer like a crazy person. But they did not make enough of these, and it was just a fail. I don't know if that was in production or what, but I love this palette. I wish they would make this permanent, quite frankly. I know they did the Lorac Mega 2 this past, what was it, winter? There was just way too many colors in that for my taste. I just would never reach for it. I reach for this. Like, there's everything neutral, but yet there's blues, like wearable blues, like gray slate blues. Thank you, I love those slate gray blues, especially if you have blue eyes. It just, wonderful color for a smoky eye without making you look like you got punched in the face. The mulberry colors, Merlot is one of my absolute favorite colors. This sand color is beautiful. You know, it's the typical Lorac formulation where it's really soft and buttery. I didn't have any issues with blending these out. Ooh, I love this wisteria color too, and this apricot color. I didn't have any issues with blending or anything with this. Yeah, you get some follow, but just don't forget to tap your brush off kind of thing. I am going to be all swatched up here. I mean, just beautiful colors. Beautiful colors, and I wish they would make this permanent because I know some of you had wanted to get it, and you know, you can pay $1 million on eBay, of course. I won't be selling mine because I love mine, but definitely Lorac, you need to bring this back and you need to make this permanent, or at least re-release it in a giant amount over the holidays because I guarantee you people will buy this. All right, let's move into highlighters. The Chanel Camellia de Plumes highlighter. Why didn't I buy that? I swatched it in the store. I thought that's going to be way too highlighty for me. That's going to be too silver. Nope. I used my friends on my skin and I was like, this is freaking phenomenal. Why did I even use this? Because now I want it even more. They need to re-release that. It was beautiful. I hated the price tag. I want to say it was like $80 or some crazy price. But from a collector's standpoint, it is beautiful. I love Chanel. Do you guys want like my Chanel collection video? Let me know and I will do that for you. But I'm so upset that I did not buy that highlighter. So Chanel, you need to re-release that because it is stunning. And I know it's like a color that not every skin tone could wear, but I would. For all my Canadian friends out there, my friend Lisa from Blushing Shades of Beauty, I will link her channel below. She is beautiful. She is so sweet, so kind, so generous, so just self-giving. Go and support her. She purchased this Lise Watier highlighter for me. We actually did a swap. If you haven't seen that one, I'll have that linked for you as well. That was fun. But this is what she got me in that swap. And this was limited edition from Lise Watier. Look at the packaging on this. It's just gorgeous. It's so fun, like this, what is that called? Where it shifts like from purple to blue and then it's got some fun stuff on there. This is a huge highlighter. You get 10 grams of highlighter. That's a good amount. And it's the shade Aurora. I love this highlighter. And this may not be available in the US and it may have been limited edition, but they need to make this permanent for my Canadian friends because it is such a beautiful whisper of pink highlighter. that it's soft. It's not like bam in your face. It melts like butter into your skin. It doesn't sit on top and look like you see that glow? That glow is beautiful. It's such a soft whisper of pink. It's not like screaming pink at all. In fact, I think it almost looks a little bit more kind of pink in the pan like that than it does on your hand. I mean, it's just a beautiful highlighter. So I'm not familiar with this brand. I can't get it here in the US, but if it's not permanent, it should be, because I think this is a stunning highlighter, and the formula is right up to par with what I like for a highlighter formula. And she just precious. You're gonna see so much of her now, because I'm a little kitty obsessed. I zoomed in a little bit more. Maybe I was zoomed out too far for most of the video, but I guess we can't fix that now, can we? I have 2 more things to share with you, and I think that will do it for this video. This blush. This was last year maybe? I don't know when it was, but it's by Nars. It was part of their holiday collection. Almeria. Actually, I think this was another thing that Lisa got me in that swap. Yeah, it was in the same swap as this highlighter. Isn't this shade perfection? I mean, this is a Chelsea shade if there ever was one. I try not to use it too much because it was limited edition and I just love the color so much. But they don't have a color like this in their permanent range. Why? Why make such a beautiful highlighter or blush not permanent? Like, look how beautiful that is. It's like a perfect rosy with a hint of brick. And I don't know about you, but I love a good rosy, like almost brick-like blush. I think it's so complimentary, just really mimics a flush, but yet it's got depth to it. So Nars, re-release this or make it permanent because it's matte. And Nars blushes are great, they stay on, and they have a great color selection, but they need to add this. And the last thing that I have is one of my top favorite blushes ever, but it was limited edition. And Chanel does do a great job of re-promoting things, so please re-promote that highlighter and re-promote this blush, because this was also one of those blushes that was highly talked about on YouTube. I think is worth the hype. It's number 84 Accent. It's such a unique color. It is a great, like, everyday shade. It's a great neutral blush, but it has a little bit of warmth to it that doesn't come across in the pan. If you were to go to the counter and you were to look at this, it would look like a brown blush, and it's not. It's really, the magic happens with this particular shade when you apply it. Something like transforms from the pan. There's like a translation that occurs that goes from to like, wow, what blush are you wearing kind of thing. So I'll give you a little swatch, but I'm telling you, where can I swatch it? Because I have so... Okay, well, let's do this hand. Those color tattoos are hard to get off once you let them dry here. Oh, and the smell of Chanel is just... I love it. So there is that blush. Look at that. Just a perfect whisper of color, but very neutral. Very much a color you can wear with whatever is on your eyes, whatever is on your lips. Chanel, please listen to us. Accent needs to be permanent. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up this video if you did enjoy, and if you want to see maybe another edition of this, because I have some more things, but I really wanted to pull some of my favorite things first to start off this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me through the whole moving and changing my setup 100,000 times. It's only going to keep changing. Honestly, the next 6 months is ever evolving, and I'm going to eventually not even be living in this state. We're going to be doing this all over again. So thank you so much for sticking with me, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow and Saturday. Bye guys.